Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we're playing some more Indivisible, and today is the final side quest of the series, as well as the final episode before the main boss, before the final episode of this entire series, episode 50. This is episode 49, and today I'm going to be doing the final side quest of my waifu, Thorani, as well as doing just talking about an overview of my, basically kind of a review of how I feel about this game and all that. So yeah, let's get to it. Ajna dear, a moment. What's up? I'm still a bit nervous about how we left things in Tai Krung. I'd like to see if there's anything more we can do to help. Sure thing. Should we check in with Ginseng's parents and see how the city is getting on? I'd love that. Alright, guess what? We're already here. Like always. Alright. Hi, Dad. Hi, kiddo. What brings you around? My friend Thorani was wondering how everything's going on in the city these days. Pretty well, actually. Well, you know, there's one odd thing. And what is it? There are rumors of a hungry ghost that's been hopping around causing all kinds of trouble. It's drinking up everyone's beverages before you can even put them down, so more of a thirsty ghost, really. That's odd. If you wanted to take care of that, I'm sure people would be happy and a lot less thirsty. Apparently it's been hanging around Mara's den, lots of beverages in there. You see, seems to have a taste for the top shelf. That reminds me of something. Leave it to us. Alright, let me look at the map. Okay, we have to go there. Alright. I think the best way to do this is by teleporting to the portal thing, the chakra gate. But yeah, let me start my review with saying this game, it's good. It's hard, but it's good. It's a good, enjoyable game. For the most part, I've loved almost basically everything that this game had to offer. The combat is enjoyable. The beautiful hand-drawn animations they're just so beautiful. And as a person that loves to draw and wants to be a comic book artist one day, seeing that, how this game is so beautifully drawn, both in the cutscenes, both in the actual animations, it's just all beautiful, and it's just really great. Another thing is the characters. All the characters are great. Both the main characters and the side characters, they all each have their own kind of personality, their own cultural differences between each other. For example, Zebe clearly feels somewhat Japanese/Chinese inspired in terms of how he fights and also how his design is. And I think I'm almost approaching the side quest. But just the way that certain characters, I think Lalana, who has a chainsaw-like thing, is basically inspired by Hawaiian and I think other Southern Asian islands, cultures. There's the Aztec bros, I can't pronounce their name, that they are based off Aztec and probably Mayan culture. They play an ancient sport that those cultures played, and we're about to reach the that must be the enemy we have to face. But basically, it's just, I love how everyone is unique and has a great design. Even the villains have great designs. I can see a lot of inspiration from different cultures and religions. I think one of the biggest religion kind of things that comes into play, I think, is Hinduism. I think it's Hinduism or Buddhism, one of the two, where there's all the six-armed person Ashra, like a form that Ajna can take. The Kala sounds like one of many. I think I forgot the real-life god who is in control of creating both creating and destroying the world over and over again, and such like that. There's just so many different cultural aspects. There's cowboys like Lagato, the Aztec bros, like I said, Nuna as well. We even got a doggo in this game, cool looking doggo. I think it's inspired by that very puppy dog. I think it's from China. I'm not sure. I forgot what the species, the breed is called. We got Bozai, the pirate queen, which she's most likely based. Either she's not, or she's just. She references the real life pirate queen that there was, who I think who was a pirate in Asia and the seas of the Pacific. You got Queen Mary or Elizabeth, who's basically just Queen Elizabeth, Mary Elizabeth from England from the Victorian ages. There's so many different cultural things that I just love about this game, and all the hidden little things and references to other games and other things that I just noticed and may have not have said or just hinted at saying. But I just love all that, and it's just amazing to see all that. And I'll continue the review after we deal with this thingy. There it is. Alright, Ghost, your drinking days are over. Hold on, Ajna, I sense something from it. Hungry Ghost. Could this be Mara? Oh, so he turned into a vengeful spirit after all. Serves him right. I'd like to see if we can help him find a better path, if not return him to his former self. Please take me to the base of Samiru. We both lived there once, and perhaps I can find something to remind him of who he was. Beating it up would be a lot easier, but you're the boss. Yeah, you better listen to my waifu Ashna. Alright, time to head to Mount Samiru. But the next thing I want to talk about, the combats. A little bit more in depth with it. I like it. It's simplistic, but also kind of complex in a ways, because certain characters can do basically kind of like combos in a way. You can do a lot of massive and large combos if you time certain moves of certain characters right with others. And there's so many different play styles. Some are healers, some of them have healing abilities but also do a lot of damage as well. There's just so many different varieties of different enemies to fight, even though I still hate the Iron Kingdom soldiers because they're cheap as hell. For no reason they're cheap as hell. But yeah, the combat it's pretty great, to be honest. The next thing I want to talk about, yeah, I know I said I want to go deeper into the combat, but that's really all I have to say. It's good. It's probably one of the best parts of the game, since it's, I think, one of the bigger parts of the game. Besides, now let's talk about the other big parts besides characters and all that stuff. And that is the platforming, which there's a lot of in this game. Now I've played many. I'm talking about many games in my life. I think I've owned at least 100 games from the PS2 to PlayStation 4 era. I've owned a lot of games, either directly from my own money or from my parents or family members. But I've never played that many platforming games, and this game was very unique, I gotta say, because the only platforming games I guess you could say is like the Marios or Sonics, but this game really had some unique platforming. And yes, even though I said that it was basically hell to frickin' do half of these platforming techniques because it's just so freaking hard sometimes, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm just trying to look for. Okay, that's where we gotta go. But I thoroughly enjoyed the platforming most of the time. There was a few instances I think I literally ended episodes because it was just so difficult at the time. But it's understandable. No one's ever gonna be good immediately at a parkour system, and knowing me, a platforming slash parkour system, and knowing me, I always will mess up at something. But I still enjoyed it pretty much all the way through when it comes to the platforming. The only times that I felt that it could have been done better or given you like more leeway or freedom or save points are like the few episodes where I had to like literally do complete episodes on just to survive certain parts of the parkour system. Okay, we're almost there. But for the most part, I was able to enjoy it. And ever since I got this superpower right here to just basically ignore half of the map, it's really gotten much easier to do a lot of parkour. Oh shit. As I say that, I fall. Okay, we're getting close. Okay. Okay, I think we're right near it. Yep, we're right near it, but yeah, the platforming, for the most part, it was great. There were some difficult spots, but I was eventually able to overcome them and learn how to do it. I think one way to solve that problem, if they ever make a sequel or more updates, is to give like more hints, slash maybe little tutorials on how to do the actual platforming in certain parts. Like, I know they have the list of the special moves and what buttons to press, but to actually show you how to do certain portions of the game, platforming would have been nice. Now I think the next thing I want to talk about, I'll do the questing in a second, is the story. I love it. It really feels like anime to me. I don't know why, but I like it. It's heavy emphasis on reincarnation, on knowing your basically learning from your mistakes and getting better, self-improvement, learning, just a bunch of that stuff. I love that kind of story, and the story is pretty good. From and that also is due to the fact of all the characters being pretty great characters. And yeah, alright, I talked about the story, the combat, the platforming, the characters, the animation slash art style. I think I got most of it done. I think the only thing I'm going to talk about is the bosses, and maybe some other little mechanics here and there, but I'll do that after we finish the side quest. Mara and I used to live around here. Live like together? Haha, no, Luxo, all of us Diva lived here. Oh, I get it, like a roommate. Such as it is. I used to be such a paradise here before Kala came and disrupted our lives. If I could only find something to remind Mara of his humanity. What the? Oh yeah, these giraffe things. Ah, I guess that'll have to wait. This is my home, let me defend it. You're already in my party, Waifu. Let's fight. Remember when these are so difficult to kill? Thorani. Oh, something got dislodged. Let me see. Is it something useful? It's a glass. Mara gave it to me. I loved gazing at its intricate patterns. They almost seemed infinite. What a kind man he was. The opposite of what he became. Perhaps this is just the thing to help him.
This hurts me more.
There, I filled it with my purifying water. Perhaps this will ease his soul. Let us return to Maro's den and see what we can accomplish. Okay. Alright, let's head back. Alright, let's talk about the bosses of this game, which I think there's like, I want to say about 6, 7 of them? I think there's 7 bosses in total. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But I want to say they're mostly very easy to beat, to be honest. Once you know how to beat them, they were pretty easy to beat. There was a few exceptions, like I think Ravanovar. It took me a while because it was multiple stages and you had to do a bunch of platforming, and the platforming at that point I wasn't good at, so I kept dying. So that was a little hard to do, but his actual boss fight itself was kind of easy to defeat. The machine gun bird dude, he was pretty difficult to defeat the first time. The first time he was difficult to defeat. After that I learned how to beat him and it was easy. When we rematched him, I think, not too long ago actually. I think in like episode 30 something, no, Was it 30 something? I think it was in the 40s, I'm not sure. But yeah, the bosses for the most part were pretty easy to beat once I figure out how to actually defeat them and not take a million points of damage per second. The only boss so far that I've had true trouble with and been very annoyed with is the final boss of Kala, as that's why I did all these side quests and upgrades and just grinds to get ready for that for the episode 50. Not because I wanted to prolong the series, but because it was just so difficult. Her actual like boss fight parts are pretty easy to defeat and win for the most part. It's just the last section where basically I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say that you have to use the only thing you can do is block. Like you have to do perfect blocks in this kind of freestyle and freestyle combat. No, and it's super hard because sometimes you just have to like super fast click the perfect block like 100 times, and your finger's gonna get tired. My fingers got tired after a while trying to beat it, and it's especially as difficult with its final blast that it did. This was the last time. Right before you actually beat her, she does this one final attack, and it is the most difficult to like block, and you're just gonna lose health regardless. So that's kind of the one boss I've had very difficult problems with, and that's why I had to do all these extra side quest episodes and such. Hopefully, I will be able to beat her soon and end the series, not because I just want to end it, but because I want to feel accomplished and actually finish the series. But yeah, for the most part, the bosses are pretty fun to play against. Kala, the final boss version of Kala, the final thing you actually fight her in. You already fight her once. You fight her a second time technically, well twice more, but in the same area, and it's difficult to do. Besides that, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about in a review. I'll just summarize everything after I'm done with this side quest. Hello again. I'll just place the glass here on the floor. So it is you. Let me pour more water. I sense an inner calm in it, tinged with shame. I do believe it has found some peace. Let's return to Ginseng's parents, tell them. Oh, okay. Alright, let's head to Ginseng's parents. But, yeah. Basically, that's everything. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Gosh dang it. Okay. Okay, I think we have to go this way. Yeah, I think we have to go up. Just go up. But yeah, after this episode, I'm going to go find the last of the collectibles, which are those residual rocks, and upgrade my character one last time to be basically get ready for the final boss. I want my defense is already to its max, and my attack isn't, and I want to try to get my attack as strong as possible. I went the completely the wrong way. Shoot. Ow. Okay, gotta go back. But yeah, I'm just gonna do any collectibles and just get ready to actually face the final boss. I might grind a couple levels just to see if I need to, if I'll even get any more health from upgrading. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll give my final thoughts once I finish this side quest about the game in general, and if I recommend buying it or not. There you go. Oh yeah, one other thing, music. The music is beautiful. This is a fantastic soundtrack. Each place has a very unique unique music to it. I think even some of the boss fights have unique music to them. Alright. Hey kids. Thumric, we have calmed the thirsty ghost. He will trouble you no longer. Funny you should say that. People are talking about the hungry ghost more than ever. Oh no, has he returned to his old ways? Actually, it's the darndest thing. It recruited other hungry ghosts like a big ghost gang. What? But not what you think. Actually, they're all just eating garbage now. Garbage? Garbage, like I said. It's like our own private garbage patrol. The way they're going, the city will be clean in no time. So his soul came back to him. That's wonderful. And he's helping make cleansing of the other hungry ghosts as well. Perhaps we'll be able to meet again someday. Enough reminiscing. Who wants pie? Me.
Simply sublime.
And with that, the pure soul, Thorani, has put her friend on a better path. I love my waifu. But yeah, Thorani, best waifu of the game. Facts. No, you can't say anything against it. But yeah, that's basically it. My final thoughts. I would give this game probably either an 8 or 9 out of 10, and that's high for me. An average game is a 5 or 6 out of 10. I think this game is not average. It's good. It's unique. There ain't that many games like it, at least that I know of. They're just exactly like this game. I love many aspects of this game. There are a few things that I have gripes with that I've already mentioned, of how some things were annoying or difficult just because it's not explained super well. But yeah, I think a solid 8 with some leeway towards a 9, but it's a very good game. Now, do I recommend it? If I would say, not like Ghost of Tsushima where I think everyone should play that. I think this game, if you love this type of game, then you should buy it. If you love platforming, if you love sort of turn-based like combat in a way, even though it's not truly turn-based, if you love animated art styles, if you love having many unique side characters to fight with you, if you like the story about different cultures and different perspectives and stuff, then this game might be for you. You might like it. So, do I recommend it to everyone that watches this video? I guess I could say yes, but I'm more leaning towards saying if you actually like this type of game, then yes, you should try to buy it when you can and play it when you have the ability to. And if you don't like this type of game, then just watch the rest of this series completely. Watch the final episode, and if you miss, or if you watch right halfway through, go back to the beginning and watch all the way through. Or watch other YouTubers that done this series. They probably done it better than me. They probably had played the game multiple times before they actually played it, and all that. But yeah, it's a good game. Indivisible is a good game. Is it the greatest game I've ever played? No. But it's nowhere near bad. It is good. It is a solid 8. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed me doing the last side quest of the series, as well as just talking about the game, my review of the game. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.